So it gave me Psalms 118 and 24, which says, "This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." And what it tells us, it says, this verse calls us to recognize the gift of each new day created by the Lord and to embrace it with joy and gratitude. May it uplift your spirit as you begin your day. So I guess that was a good verse today. So today I'm grateful for my wife, my children. Um, I'm grateful for opportunity. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. I'm grateful for just everything, man. I have a heart full of gratitude. And ain't no way, I didn't know other way to put it. You know, sometimes life just get overwhelming, you know. Um, hmm. It's funny I can say this because of that verse, right? But I guess it's in my heart and spirit to speak about it anyway. But you know, I can remember when life was so much easier, you know, like and I mean I was right here in this room at the same time in the morning. But life was so much easier, you know. Like I had I wake up, I used to go running. Remember y'all, I used to go running to my God rock and go pray, you know. I would come back, I would work out, I would drink my coffee, I would go to work, work with people though, and what they say, stop, wash, repeat. And life was easier. I mean, it was sometimes about it was really hard because, not just working and stuff like that, but emotionally, because I always felt like it was something more for me. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't comfortable in my position. I did feel like that butterfly inside that cocoon, like trying to pop out of there. And now with God giving me so much more responsibility. Because somebody reminded me yesterday and he was like, um, "Boy, Gary, like you realize how much people lives depend on you right now." And I was like, what you mean? You going crazy? And he's like, no, but like think about it, but he's like, now you got what, 20 something employees, you know what I mean? Connect three people to them, some of them even more who got a household of XYZ. You know what I mean? He say in the long run, you probably get about 100 people right now you taking care of one way or other, or supporting one way or other, and you don't even like really realize. And that was sort of an eye opener for me because like you could imagine now he tried to give me anxiety. Like I I thinking mostly about these little humans with inside my household. You know what I mean? Now I gotta be thinking about the little humans with inside your household too, and this one household. But in all things, I give God thanks and I give God praise, you know, because not only that He won't put you in a position where you won't be able to handle or manage, but I also think that He he always can put you in a when he puts you in a position to lead, he can put you in a position to provide. But you have to put yourself in a position to serve, and you have to put yourself in a position to be humble, and you have to put yourself in a position to submit to him. Like you can't go around thinking that okay, wait, this was all me. You know what I mean? Like I climbed this ladder, or I did this, or I did that. Everything has to be given back to God. The glory has to be given back to Him. Like at the end of the day, like this isn't really my story. You know what I mean? This is a story of what God has brought me through. You know what I mean? And so I don't even consider it a story, so to speak. It's a testimony. It's a testimony to the goodness of God. It's a testimony of how um how God has could, you know, do something for someone in your life because like I could give you a true story behind that, you know? And so This particular verse, even though I just asked the Bible chat to give me something powerful to start my day, this was the perfect verse for it. You know, this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Because at the end of the day, I glad that I just have another day above ground, another day to share my testimony, another day to give God praise, and another day to tell each and every one of you I love you all. So thank you, everyone, for the opportunity to speak. I'm Kerry, and I pass the mic back to the moderator.